Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Ravenflower here, and this is the first episode of Magical Education or Herb Education, Magical Herb Education. So I had come on to YouTube, oh my God, almost 4 something years ago, and came upon Trina or Sunshine Morning Rays channel, and she used to do this Magical Herb 101 thing, and I really jived with it. I really loved it, but I don't see a whole lot of that happening, and so I wanted to kind of come on and do a little bit of a series in regards to herbs. I had a request from one of my viewers to please do a little video in regards to herbs that I actually grow in my garden and use in my practice. So I'm trying to make good on that promise, because that was almost a year ago when I did say that. But 2020 and COVID and trying to survive. I mean, these are things, right? These are things. But today I wanted to come on, and for my very first topic, we're going to talk about the bay leaf. I do grow bay leaf in my garden. I have a beautiful bay tree, and it's actually grown quite a bit since we've moved here. We will be, let's see, I want to say here for 2 years, 3 years at this point. So it has substantial growth on the top of it, and I had to go and trim before all of the winter came. So bay leaf trimmings right off the tree at the bottom, at the base. Took them there, and it's interesting. I just let these naturally dry, and they kind of did this kind of cool curly thing. Generally, when I put them in my dehydrator, I would kind of sandwich them between something else so that they would stay flat, because one of the main uses for bay leaf is to actually write on it, and I will get into that. But first, let's talk about the associations. I looked up a bunch of information. I want to talk to you about how I use bay leaf in my practice, and I looked up some other things and some other spells and some other ideas, suggestions on how to use bay leaf in your practice, which some of these I will be applying into mine. The associations for bay leaf are the deities Apollo, Daphne, and Gaia. The correspondences, your zodiac correspondence would be Leo, your planet would be Sun, and the element would be fire, which I think is interesting because most of the bay leaf spells or uses have to do with some sort of heat or some sort of fire, which I thought that was interesting. Its gender is masculine. I never understand why there's a masculine and a feminine in regards to herbs, but okay, there's that. And then the crystals of accompaniments is amethyst, citrine, and lapis lazuli. So there's that. So uses in witchcraft. How can you use bay leaf in witchcraft? You can use it for money, prosperity, strength, divination, psychic powers, and purification. The ones that I've always known would be the money, prosperity, and the purification. And then I also use it here. Let me just tell you how I use it. So I use bay leaf generally for travel. I'm a traveling kind of witch. My husband and I and the family have been on many cruises and many trips around the world. We have the travel bug, and we just love it. And this 2020, 2021 thing is killing us, because we were supposed to have gone to Alaska in 2 months at the end of April and the beginning of May, which our cruise has been canceled. Totally understandable. We're trying to rebook another one in 2022, but it was a 20-year celebration for my husband and I in our anniversary, so we don't get to go. But I use these bay leaves. You can get them in the store in a pack. You can grow them in your garden if you have a tree. They're very hardy here in the Pacific Northwest. Don't have to cover it. Don't have to do much of nothing to it. It's pretty amazing. But I use them for travel protection is what I do. So a long, long time ago, I believe it was Lady Gravedancer had gotten a gift, and there was a bay leaf that was taped on to the outside of the package with like some packing tape, clear packing tape, that said arrive safely or something like that. And that got me thinking. So I actually make little gree bags, little sachets, if you will, and I use them for protection. I put them in our car. I put them in our suitcase. Sometimes if it's a hotel room, I'll stick it there. I'll take it out of the suitcase and onto the, the traveling altar and just sort of do that. I usually take Sekhmet with me as well. She travels with me. That's a thing. And then also obviously burning. So I have now accompanied bay leaf with rosemary and sage for purification and just a total shift of energy. Bay leaf and sage are great for purification anyhow. So to change your whole, like, if you're feeling like a funk, if you're feeling a funk right now in your home, I tell you, you take a little bit of white sage and you squish it up and you smush it up and sometimes I like to use my hands. I like to use my hands and, really like put my intention in there as I'm, grinding it up or whatever. I'll get out my several mortar and pestles and go to town with those. And then I also incorporate bay leaf as well. What you can do is to just flat out write on the bay leaf before you crumble it up. And then you can, your intentions and what you're wanting to release and wanting to get rid of and wanting to banish with your bay. You can write it straight on your bay leaf. You can also put sigils or symbols on here, and then you can mix it with the rosemary and the sage like I had suggested and burn it. That's something you can do. And then obviously the last thing is for me is obviously cooking. So I make a lot of soups. I don't know what it is about me in this, kitchen cauldron, but I make a lot of soups. I don't really like to cook very much unless it has to do with like holiday cooking. I love to holiday cook. I'll make you a damn ham. However, the day-to-day when I'm coming home and trying to figure out what to eat or whatever, that's all Bear. He likes to do that, and I should probably do more to give him a break. That's for sure. But bay leaf in the soups, for sure. That is a thing. And you should know that bay leaf, when you put it in your soup, sometimes I put it in like a little muslin sachet, little pouch, and then you take it out, or you can just tie them together and then you have to take it out or whatever, because you don't want to eat the bay leaf by itself. You don't really want to do that. It also, because when I did my research, the psychic powers, okay, people used to chew on these things to try to help them. Try to help them with prophetic dreams. So there's got some stuff in here that is probably not so good if you're going to chomp it on yourself. So you don't want to do that. So let me just read for you a couple of things that I found. One of them being, like, obviously for cooking, right? Their distinctive flavor and fragrance. It adds like this kick to your food that you don't really get from any other spice. The leaves are often used in flavor soups, stews, braises, pâtés, and Mediterranean cuisine, if I can speak clearly. Fresh leaves are very mild and do not develop their full flavor until several weeks after picking and drying. So that's a thing. So that's why this has been picked and plucked, and it has been in my kitchen drying, upside down, sideways, or whatever, for quite some time. So it's been several months. 3 months to be exact. In witchcraft, I talked to you about you're good for money, prosperity, strength, divination, and psychic powers, as well as purification spells. Using in potions for visions, clairvoyance, and wisdom. Place under your pillow to induce prophetic dreams. Carry with you to ward off evil, and I think that's part of why I use it for travel protection. Let's see. The priestess of Delphi have said to chew on the bay leaves to induce their visions and prophecies. So therefore, I think that there's a little like extra kick to the bay leaf. So don't discredit it. Okay, there was this really awesome spell that, yes. Okay, let me read this for you because I really like this one. I'm going to be applying this into my practice for sure. So you take a bay leaf. Take this bay leaf. You write out all of your current worries, fears, and anxieties directly onto the bay leaf. Take some take some time and focus on the releasing of those unwanted feelings and worries into the bay leaf. And then you allow your stresses to flow out of your body and into the leaf. Once you are finished releasing your anxieties into the leaf, burn the bay leaf and watch the smoke of the bay leaf carry away your worries and your anxieties. And they're released into the universe and transformed into positive energy. So total energy shift. This process can be done anytime, but especially effective on the full moon, which is coming up in 2 days. Yeah, 2 days for me here. When you're watching this video, I don't know if you're watching it in real time, but today is the 24th of February. So I believe there is a full moon on Friday. And let's see. Okay, so yeah, you can include this into any full moon rituals. The ancient Egyptians, however, thought that the bay leaf could also help cure hangovers. This probably would have come very helpful on the witchy cruise because we drank a lot. So there's that. Let's see. If you're interested in using the bay leaf to attract money, place the bay leaf in your wallet or purse and tuck it in with your money and cards. You can write money signs, symbols, your name, whatever you want to write onto your bay leaf. Keep the bay leaf in your wallet or purse and carry it with you. This will attract money, abundance, prosperity to you. If you are a business owners, listen up. If you're a business owner, you can take your bay leaf and slip it underneath or inside your cash register. This will attract successful business transactions and new customers. So there are a couple of things that you can use and apply to your practice in regards to fancy bay leaf. And I have all these wonderful bay leaves. I will be packaging up for them for the next sale. Our next Ravenflower design sale is coming up at the end of March. So I hope to see you there. And I also hope to see you for more of the truth talks. I've been doing lots of those, scheduling up. Today, the way I look so nice is because we have Chris Ashburn on the channel coming up this morning, and I will be live with her, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited to talk to Chris. Maybe a little nervous. Maybe I'm just a little bit nervous to talk to Chris, but I'm excited. But that is the bay leaf. So I hope that you will join me again. Next time we're going to be talking about the poppy. So the poppy pod as well as the poppy seed. I hope that you enjoyed Magical Herb Education. Maybe I'll get the name down straight. Magical Herb Education. And I hope to see you next time. I will put some links in the down bar for you in regards to some of these spells, and I hope that you have a very blessed day. Many blessings.